6 reasons why Aries is the most explosive zodiac sign. True power isn't just about strength. It's about the audacity to leap into the unknown and set the world ablaze with your presence. There's a kind of energy that doesn't wait for permission, doesn't bend to rules, and doesn't fade into the background. It's the kind of energy that roars, disrupts, and inspires, and no one embodies this better than Aries. The trailblazing warriors of the Zodiac, born to lead, built to conquer, and destined to dazzle, Aries is the spark that turns dreams into action and ideas into empires. In ancient tales, Aries is tied to the golden ram of Greek myth, a creature of divine fire and fearless might, soaring through the skies to rescue the lost and defy the odds. It wasn't just its fleece that shone. It was its unbreakable spirit, a symbol of raw, untamed power that refused to be tamed. Today, Aries carries that same torch. If you've ever crossed paths with one, you know they don't blend in. They stand out. They don't whisper, they command. Their power isn't loud like a storm or subtle like a breeze. It's a burst of flame that lights up the dark and dares you to keep up. Unlike the steady glow of Taurus or the regal shine of Leo, Aries is a supernova, bold, brilliant, and impossible to ignore. Ruled by Mars, the planet of war and passion, Aries thrives on action, instinct, and a hunger for the fight. They don't follow trails, they blaze them. Their strength isn't in patience or planning, it's in their ability to seize the moment, to strike when the iron's hot and to turn chaos into victory. But what truly sets Aries apart is how they electrify the world, not with quiet wisdom or gentle nudges, but with a fearless charge, a contagious zeal, and a heart that burns for what's next. Are you an Aries ready to claim your spotlight? Following our past dives into this fiery sign, let's explore 6 reasons why you're the most explosive zodiac sign of them all. 1. Aries. Unmatched courage, a heart that fears nothing, a spirit that dares everything. Some people tiptoe through life. Aries sprints straight into the fray. They're not here to play it safe. They're here to break barriers and rewrite the game. For Aries, the world isn't a cage to escape. It's a battlefield to conquer, and every challenge is a call to arms. Aries doesn't just dream big. They act big. They dive into the unknown without a second thought, fueled by a bravery that others can only admire from afar. At first, their boldness might seem reckless, even wild. But time proves them right. Their daring moves spark trends, topple limits, and leave a mark that lasts. As Theodore Roosevelt once said, "It's not the critic who counts, but the one who dares greatly and perseveres." Aries doesn't hesitate, doesn't overthink, doesn't back down. They're not just fighters, they're igniters of change. History is littered with Aries legends. Think Lady Gaga, born to shock and redefine music with fearless flair. Her every step a testament to boundary, breaking brilliance. What makes Aries' courage explosive isn't just their grit. It's their instinct to leap where others freeze, to chase what others fear, and to turn impossible into done. Ruled by Mars, they carry a warrior's fire that sees beyond obstacles and charges toward victory. Ever wonder why the boldest risks often come from an Aries soul? It's because they don't just face the fire, they become it. 2. Aries. Passion is their fuel. Action is their language. Some thrive on routine, leaning on structure for comfort. Not Aries. They live for the rush, craving action like oxygen and wielding passion like a sword. They don't sit still. They strike, they build, they move, and the world moves with them. They can revel in chaos, love fiercely, and chase dreams with an intensity that's downright electric. Deep down, they guard a flame that refuses to flicker, a drive that doesn't need permission or applause. To Aries, life's a race, and they're here to win it their way. This relentless spirit gives Aries a power that's raw, untamed, and unshakable, a force that rises from ashes and turns setbacks into comebacks. Take Thomas Edison, an Aries through and through. Facing countless failures, he didn't flinch. He charged ahead, inventing the light bulb and lighting up the world. He didn't wait for luck. He made it, proving that Aries doesn't just dream. They do. Even at their peak, Aries stays true to their fiery core, wild, free, and unbound. Edison once said, I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's Aries in a nutshell. They don't wait for the path to clear. They carve it themselves, fueled by a passion that never quits. Before moving on, make sure to stay tuned and watch this video all the way through. Trust me, the most exciting gems are waiting for you at the very end. I'm genuinely touched and so thankful for all the incredible feedback and comments pouring in from friends across the globe. I cherish reading every single thoughtful message you send my way. Though I might not be able to respond to each one individually, please know that every word means the world to me and fills my heart with gratitude. Thank you for joining me on this amazing journey. I feel truly privileged to share meaningful, uplifting content with you every single day. Big things are coming to the channel soon. Get ready for a lineup of captivating videos diving into lucky numbers, a deeper exploration of fortune, boosting colors that ignite your energy and financial luck, the unique traits of different birth date groups across the 12 zodiac signs, and powerful tips to optimize your destiny for 2025. Don't miss out. Subscribe today and turn on notifications so you're the first to catch every exciting discovery. And hey, why not spread the spark? Share this with more people, because the more you give, the more magic comes back to you. Did you know that? I bet you do. Now let's continue. 3. Aries. Leadership that commands the storm. Aries doesn't just lead. They seize the reins of chaos and bend it to their will. Their strength isn't merely in their iron resolve or their blazing fire. It's in their uncanny ability to summon the world to their side, like a general rallying troops in the heart of a tempest. They don't wait for followers to fall in line. They charge forward with a vision so vivid, so electrifying, that others can't help but be swept up in its wake. Aries doesn't lead for applause or glory. It's woven into their very marrow. They spot a horizon others can't yet see, grab it with both hands, and pull everyone along on a wild, exhilarating ride. Stagnation is their enemy. Excuses are their fuel to prove doubters wrong. When the timid hesitate and the weary stumble, Aries rises, unyielding, unflinching, transforming flickering doubts into a blazing wave of determination that carries all in its path. What makes them such magnetic, storm-commanding leaders? They don't chase the throne or crave the crown. They live for the pulse of the charge itself. They don't bark orders from on high. They ignite souls, sparking courage in the fearful, daring in the cautious, and greatness in the ordinary. Their leadership isn't a title. It's a living force, raw and untamed, that pushes everyone to reach beyond what they thought possible. Take a titan like Leonardo da Vinci, an Aries whose boundless curiosity and fearless inventions didn't just mark the Renaissance, they propelled it into being. He wasn't content to sketch in the shadows. He led an entire era into uncharted realms, his explosive energy forging new frontiers in art, science, and human thought. His legacy wasn't built on accolades but on the sheer audacity to dream louder than the world could whisper. Aries doesn't need a gilded seat to rule. They are the ember glowing in the pitch. Black void, a voice that slices through deafening silence. The unstoppable force that turns a fleeting murmur into a thunderous roar echoing across time. 4. Aries. Resilience that defies the odds. The world doesn't kneel to the swift or the sharp-witted alone. It yields to those who claw their way back from every fall, who wear their scars like medals of honor. Aries possesses a resilience that's nothing short of explosive. A deep, primal tenacity that doesn't just endure but thrives under the weight of adversity. Pressure doesn't break them, it forges them, each blow stoking the flames within until they burn hotter, fiercer, turning pain into power and setbacks into stepping stones. Unlike water signs that weave gracefully around barriers or air signs that soar above them, Aries meets obstacles head on and smashes through with relentless force. They don't scramble in panic or collapse in despair. They stand firm, adapt with a warrior's instinct, and conquer with a fire that refuses to fade. They know triumph isn't handed over on a silver platter. It's carved out with sweat, grit, and a willingness to bleed for every inch of ground gained. Picture an athlete pushing through the agony of a torn muscle, a dreamer piecing together a shattered vision after the world turned its back, a lone fighter rising to their feet when the stands have emptied and the cheers have died. Aries doesn't surrender. They erupt, surging back with a strength that defies logic and a spirit that grows wilder with every trial. Their resilience isn't a deafening shout. It's a steady, smoldering burn, a quiet, unshakable defiance that outlasts even the fiercest storms. This is the heart of Aries, not just the will to survive, but the drive to rise anew, to prove that no fall is final, no wound too deep. They don't merely weather the odds, they rewrite them, emerging from the ashes as a force no one saw coming, a flame that dares the universe to try again. 5. Magnetic charisma that sparks connections. Presence can be a whisper that silences a room or a shout that wakes a nation. For Aries, it's both, and so much more. They don't just speak, they weave a spell. Their words crackle with life, their energy hums like a live wire, and their vibe is a pulse that draws people in, setting hearts ablaze and spirits racing. They don't demand the spotlight with force. They claim it effortlessly, as if the universe itself bends to their rhythm. Aries has an uncanny gift for slicing through the clutter of empty noise, delivering truths that hit hard and lighting up even the dimmest corners with their radiance. They don't rely on polished charm or rehearsed flair. They ignite with raw honesty, unbridled passion, and a boldness so authentic it's impossible to counterfeit. This is why they're the heartbeat of every gathering, the steady hand in a storm, the face that lingers in your mind long after they've gone. Their presence doesn't just fill a space, it transforms it, turning strangers into allies and moments into memories. Their charisma isn't mere words, it's a living force, a fusion of action and fire that calls others to rise. They don't just connect, they electrify, sparking inspiration in every soul they touch. Like a comet streaking across a quiet sky, they leave behind a trail of awakened dreamers, restless hearts, and believers who've caught a glimpse of their own potential through the Aries glow. This is Aries at their core, a magnetic storm of vitality that doesn't just draw you in. It dares you to step up, to match their heat, to become part of something bigger. They're not here to be admired from afar. They're here to set off a chain reaction of courage and connection that echoes far beyond the moment. 6. Bold vision that shatters limits. A fearless mind doesn't just see the future, it builds it brick by fearless brick. Aries doesn't dream in whispers or sketch in faint lines. They envision a world not bound by what is, but ignited by what could be. And then they roll up their sleeves and forge it into reality. Their vision isn't timid, boxed in by caution or tethered to convention. It's a wild, untamed force, daring enough to shatter every mold and bold enough to redraw the map of possibility. They don't linger on yesterday's shadows or shrink from tomorrow's unknowns. They charge headlong into what's next, eyes blazing with purpose. This fearless clarity lets them blaze trails where others see dead ends, carving paths through stone that no one else dared to touch. To Aries, every soul harbors a hidden ember. Every life pulses with untapped meaning, and they'll tear down walls, burn through doubts, and defy the odds to prove it. Their belief isn't quiet faith, it's a roaring conviction that the impossible is just a challenge yet to be met. Think of them as architects of the unseen, wielding imagination like a torch and courage like a hammer. Where others falter, paralyzed by fear or shackled by what-ifs, Aries strides forward, planting seeds of change that grow into revolutions. They don't just see potential, they unleash it, not just in themselves, but in everyone brave enough to follow their lead. Their vision isn't a distant star to wish upon. It's a fire they stoke with their own hands, a beacon that lights the way for a world ready to be reborn. Dear Aries, thank you for being this far with us. You're not just an explosive zodiac sign. You're a force of nature, a living flame, a spirit that refuses to be dimmed. You're the blazing spark that cuts through the dark, the scorching wind that sweeps away limits, and the relentless pulse that makes the world turn its head. This planet craves your energy, those rare souls who dare to leap across chasms, shatter invisible ceilings, and chase dreams others only whisper about in shadows. There might be moments when you feel like a lone torch, burning bright in a sea of cold silence. But here's the truth. Aries wasn't born to blend into the crowd. You were born to set the world ablaze. You're the ignition of quiet revolutions, the flicker that awakens hope in lost hearts, and the living proof that nothing's impossible when your spirit's on fire. So keep shining in that wild, untamed way only you can. Keep chasing what sets your blood racing, what makes your soul sing out loud. Don't let anyone snuff out your flame, because that fire isn't just yours. It's the light guiding others who are searching for the courage to rise. Have you ever stopped to think that every bold step you take might just inspire someone out there? We believe it does, and we'd love to hear your story. Drop a little spark for us right below. Hit one if these words make your Aries heart pound, because we want to feel how fiercely that fire is burning in you. Type 2 if you've got a brilliant idea to make this content blaze even brighter. Or if you're hungry for more Aries fuel, shout yes as loud as you can. We won't keep you waiting long, promise. And don't let the flame die here. Spread it wide. Share this with a friend, a loved one, or anyone who needs a burst of light in their day. Who knows? You might just be the match that lights their fire, helping them rediscover themselves or start a journey they never dared to dream of. Do you believe a single small act could set off a chain reaction of inspiration? We're betting on it, and we can't wait to see it unfold through the stories you share. Hold that fire high, Aries. This world needs you now more than ever. Those fearless spirits, those hearts that burn without apology. We'll see you again soon on the next adventure where the Aries flame will roar louder, shine brighter, and blaze more fiercely than ever. Are you ready to torch every limit with us? Thank you, and see you in the next video.